So as you may remember from our elk hunt, we were fortunate enough to harvest 2 black bears, and I took the time with each of them to package as much fat as I could into these Ziploc bags. I probably have about 50 of them. So what I like to do is render this fat because it makes a beautiful lard, and I'm going to show you how I go about doing that. The bear fat is gorgeous. As you can see, it's white as white can be, has a really nice consistency. The key is to sort of chop off as much as any blood or meat that's left over, any hair, get it as clean as possible. I'm going to chop it into cubes, and then we're going to put it on the stove, low and slow. See, I'm chopping the bear fat into about 1-inch cubes. Word of caution, bear fat is very greasy. As you can see, I'm sporting 3 stitches. That actually occurred when I was trimming the bear fat off the bear. So if you're going to do this at home, be very cautious with your knives. So here it is in the pot, just 1-inch cubes, and I'm going to put it on the heat. And the key is just not to put it on too high of a heat, nice and low heat, and keep stirring constantly until it melts. Getting a bit softer in there now. I would tell you there's absolutely no smell. I've heard that people say it's really stinky, do this outside. I'm only doing it outside because we are outside. I would tell you there is no smell that I can detect off this fat here. Fat is starting to bubble there, and what's happening is these will turn into what they call cracklings, and you can actually salt and pepper them and eat them, put them in biscuits. I like to keep the temperature around 225, and I find that works really well. Okay, so now I'm going to use a big strainer and put it into the only bowl I can kind of find. Now we're just left with the solid bits. I have an extra fine strainer at home. Don't have it here, so I'm just going to use this one I bought in town, but I think it works reasonably well. Let's take a look. So this is the final product, and it should turn into, once it cools, a beautiful white lard.